You know, it never fails. Any video where I try to give relationship advice, someone always says, doesn't work with narcissists. Empathy, kindness, love, those don't work with narcissists, Jimmy. Okay, I don't mean to be rude, but since we're on the subject, do you know what does work with narcissists? Boundaries and self-respect. And I'm not trying to victim blame. I completely understand how sneaky they are. I know how difficult it is to get trapped in abusive relationships, but at the same time, we have to stop thinking that narcissistic partners are just luck of the draw, like they just randomly happen to us. Oh man, I hope I don't get it with a toxic partner next time. That's not what happened. And I totally agree that in the beginning they were funny and charming, but they can't hide their true nature for long. And in the end, narcissists will only date or marry people who they can control and manipulate and who stays submissive to them. So what can we do? We can force ourselves to slow down in our dating relationships and know what green flags look like. Things like validation and empathy and curiosity and reciprocation and healthy conflict resolution and selflessness, which, by the way, narcissists are incapable of long term. And we can also pay attention to what red flags look like these. 1. Narcissists refuse to play by your rules. They don't care about your opinion and they won't allow you to challenge theirs. They don't accept constructive feedback. They won't ask you what your boundaries are, and they will throw a tantrum anytime you call them out on their double standards. They have to feel superior to you, so they will always find a way to punish your vulnerability or tap into your shame. 2, they will never apologize. They take accountability for nothing. Everything is your fault, and if it isn't your fault, it's someone else's fault because they are the victim. 3, they will always gaslight you into believing that you are delusional, that you are too needy and too emotional, and their goal is to make you believe that you're actually the selfish one here, and that no one would love you if you left them. And guess what? If you grew up in critical or shaming or neglectful environments where you were told you weren't enough, you will have no reason not to believe them. Every narcissistic relationship is saturated with control and manipulation on one end and shame and lack of self-worth on the other. I'm not blaming you, I'm just trying to open your eyes to the fact that you were primed for this relationship. It didn't just happen. The chaos felt safe. The demeaning words felt familiar. And you working for your worth and value in this relationship felt normal, didn't it? So what can we do? We can learn. We can change the relationship we have with ourselves, which changes everything else. We can build our self-esteem and self-worth. We can remember what love actually is. Love is selfless and kind and warm in nature. Love doesn't create power struggles or manipulate or walk on eggshells. We have to break that hold that our traumas and fears have on us because they will imprison us forever if we don't. You are worthy of kindness and love and respect baseline. You don't earn those. When you were born, you earned those, regardless of who told you otherwise.